When I think of the word mindset, I think about determination, focus, and setting your mind on a particular goal or task. And it's determined a lot of the time by your willpower. What you sow is what you reap. What you put into life is what you get back. There's a question that one of my mentors, Dr. DeMartini, taught, and that was that the quality of your questions determines the quality of life that you live. So it's all about asking the right questions, because you may be doing certain things in life and you may find it difficult or hard. But if you purely focus on the difficulty of a task, then it's very hard for you to overcome. But whenever you find yourself in a difficult situation, and we must acknowledge difficult situations, it's important to ask yourself the question, how can I do it? How can I overcome? How can I make it easier for myself? Because the moment you ask yourself a question, you're opening the executive part of your brain that sees solutions, which makes you more optimistic. Mindset is key to accomplishing anything. On the 21st of April, 2024, I run in my very first race. And that race is the London Marathon, where I attempt to run a sub 4-hour marathon. Follow me as I go through 16 weeks of training. Welcome. Welcome back to another week of marathon prep. This is week commencing the 22nd of January. And as usual, I did yoga on Monday. I did a 19-minute practice. And then we go on to today, where I'll be doing intervals, and the intervals I'll be running at a threshold pace. And regardless of how the weather is, the mindset's got to be just getting it done. It's raining, just put on the rain jacket, put on some waterproof running shoes, and just go and do it. Wednesday is a double session, a recovery run for 30 minutes and then 15 minutes of bodyweight training.
I'm feeling high.
Day 4's workout is a fartlek run, so I'll be running at different paces throughout the 45 minutes of this run. So for today's fartlek run, I'm going to be going to the track, and the reason being is because I've got a new pair of Asics Magic Speed. I've heard some really good reviews about them, and I just want to see how fast they can go. So Heading to the track now. I'm 8 minutes into my warm-up, and I have to say that the magic speeds are feeling nice, comfortable, and light. So we'll see how they feel once I start picking up a bit of speed. But yeah, so far, so good. To start doing the sprinting now. I have to say the shoes felt a little loose on my feet, but just retied my laces and they feel much better. These shoes are extremely fast, magic speed. I'll have to check my stats and just see how fast I was going, what my quickest pace was. But yeah, so far, so good. Overall, that was a very good session. Very impressed with the magic speeds. It felt comfortable. Probably give it a 9 out of 10. It's definitely up there with Saucony Speed. Saucony Speeds are one of my favorite running shoes for sprints and intervals. So it's definitely up there. So yeah, that's all you can really ask for a shoe, especially when you're racing, when you're doing intervals. All you can really ask for is that the shoe is light, comfortable, fit around your ankles well. You got enough space for your toes, and yeah, and it's nice and cushioned at the bottom. That's all you can really ask for, really. But yeah, definitely 9 out of 10. Whew. Day 5 was a rest day, which I definitely needed. Today's run will be an interval run at a threshold pace, 10 minutes for each interval. It's day 7, so that means Sunday, fun day, long run day. Yay! Just about to go on a long run. I'll be running for 2 hours and 15 minutes. So I'm going to be taking with me 2 energy gels, each one containing 29 grams of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are so important, especially as an endurance athlete. If you're doing high intensity kind of workouts, you need carbohydrates. Carbohydrates top up your glycogen levels. Glycogen helps fuel your body. So about 2 hours ago, I had a bagel with some peanut butter. I had some sea moss as well, and I had some hot water with Himalayan salt and key limes. So that will keep me nice and fueled throughout this run. Week 4 of marathon prep completed. I've done a total of 31 miles this week. So it was good. But I have to say I was a bit nervous about today's long run, simply because I'd done 3 interval runs this week. Did one yesterday, and I thought to myself, 2 hours and 15 minutes of running today? I'm normally used to just doing maybe 1 interval run a week, but I had to trust the process because what choice have I got? I've never run a marathon before. Well, I've run the distance before, but I've never actually run an actual race, and I've never followed a natural plan. So I had to have an element of faith that I will be all right today. I had to draw from my past experience. I thought of a run that I did last April where I ran 23 miles, and the majority of that run was uphill. And trust me, for 6 miles, I was in so much pain, but it was pure willpower that got me through that. So when I thought of that run and I thought about the run that I was doing today, I was like, Reynold, this run today is nothing. Plus, you're running it at an easy pace. You're running it below your maximum aerobic heart rate. So you're not going to be producing a lot of lactic acid. And it's going to feel like a recovery run because you're running easy. So I had to draw from that experience to snap myself out of it. And this is what this whole episode's about. The episode's about mindset, having the right attitude, asking yourself the right questions to pull you through what you may deem as being adversity. Because as we know, the saying says, where there's a will, there's a way. And also as well, where there's no will, there is no way. So when you're determined that you want to do something, you're always going to find a way. And it all depends on what your value is, where your values lie. Some people may have a particular value on watching a particular TV series. There's nothing that's going to stop them because obviously their mindset is, I'm going to watch this TV series. So the same thing, my mindset is that I'm going to run a sub 4-hour marathon and I have to follow these steps. So regardless of how I feel, I've got to focus on the benefits of what I'm doing. So yeah, so those are the little strategies that I use to kind of get me through, because I'm a human being at the end of the day. Sometimes you just feel tired, you can't be bothered to do certain things, but you have to find the strength within yourself. You've got to look at your past and see the times when you've been determined and you've been strong and remind yourself, yeah, I can do this. No problem at all. Mindset is everything. So yeah, thank you once again for joining me for another episode. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Peace.